Good morning. Hey, it's Hayley. Thanks for joining. Just a couple announcements before we get started. This past week, we started teaching in person at Adventure Rock. So if you're interested in maybe getting out of your house, tons of safety precautions in place so that we can be together in person. So class times will be, or in-person class times are at night because there are the summer camps during the morning. So during the week, we're still doing classes online in the morning, but then at night we're having in-person classes. So if you're interested, stop on by and maybe get in a climb too. So with that being said, we're going to get started in a comfortable seat. So you can take Virasana. Sitting on the shins, or you can take Sukhasana, so taking an easy seat, crossing about mid-calf. Kobe, my dog, might make a little appearance here. So setting a soft gaze once you arrive. Your eyes can stay open, but not staring at any particular point. Begin to feel the points of contact your body has with the earth. Start to feel the rhythm you have of your breath. Notice if the breath is a little bit more shallow. Maybe it's heading in the deeper direction already. Once you feel ready, you can close the eyes. Feel the weight of the hands resting on the tops of the legs, on tops of the thighs. Setting an internal drishti, an internal focal point. Coming back to that idea of resting awareness. No matter what's happening in your body, in your mind, you're able to rest in awareness and mindfulness. Your mind starts to wander, noting that, and then coming back to the breath. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 4, and so on. Noticing any restlessness in your body. So you might feel the urge to twitch or scratch, fidget. not necessarily resisting those urges, but acknowledging any sensation, maybe an itch you want to scratch. And just drawing breath to that area, and letting that pass by. It's a similar thing that we can work on in our everyday lives. If there is something that's bothering you or just needs to be fixed, not necessarily jumping right into that to resolve that urge or fix whatever it is that you thought needed to be fixed. But just sitting with whatever it is and letting it pass by so that you can maybe contemplate, maybe not react right away. We can't control anything in our lives except our mind. So finding that contentment is being okay with what's going on in your mind, so that you can be content in every other area of your life. If your mind started to wander for a second, come back to counting your breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Extra sip of air at the very top. And then on your exhale, open the lips, sigh it out. And allowing the thoughts to start to drift away, start to wander, coming back to your body. So allowing more space in the mind to explore. One more deep inhale. And deep exhale. Fluttering the eyes open if they're not already. Next inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And then exhale, just take a little twist over to the right side. Inhaling through center. And then exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, fingertips rise. And then exhale, make your way to all fours, tabletop. And then we'll just start drawing some circles of the shoulders. So Shoulders will circle over the wrists. Taking this as slow as you can. And then reversing this direction, so taking these circles in the opposite way. And then after your last couple of rounds, meeting in a tabletop neutral spine. On your next inhale, draw the heart forward, come into your cow pose. On your next exhale, round through the spine, tuck the chin, cat. Inhaling, heart forward. Exhaling, round the spine. Take this with your breath, moving in and out, rolling the spine. And if it feels better, you can keep the toes tucked, or you can have them untucked. This time, as you come into your cow, you're going to lengthen the right leg back, gaze will shift up, and then exhale, hug the right knee to the nose, round the spine. Inhale to lengthen, maybe a little back bend here. Exhale, knee to nose. 3 more times with your breath, keep flowing on your own. After your last round, we'll meet. And then after your last round, keep the right leg extended. We're going to pivot on the left shin, so you might need to kickstand the shin a little bit. And we'll keep the right foot high. Reach the right fingertips to the sky, so we're in a little modified side plank. If you want a little bit more balance, you can lower the right foot to the earth. Reach the right fingertips over to the right side and then sweep the arm overhead. Roll the shoulder down the back, keeping that space in the shoulder and the chest, that length along the right side of the body. We're going to come back to this throughout class. Next exhale, meeting in your table pose. Take a round of cat and cow here. And then we'll lengthen through the left leg. Heart lifts to the sky. Exhale, hug the knee to the nose, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. 3 more times, keep flowing on your own. Maybe taking this into a little bit more of a back bend every time. And after your last round, keep the left leg extended. Roll, pivot the right shin. And then left fingertips to the sky. Option to keep left foot lifted or rooted on the earth. And then reach the left fingertips over to the left side, then to the front of the room. So this keeps the shoulder in place, keeps the chest broad. Shine the heart to the sky. Couple more rounds of breath here. Lengthening the left side of your body. And then on your next exhale, make your way to table pose. Tuck the toes. Lift your hips back up in space. Downward facing dog. Couple moments here to pedal out your feet. And then become light in the toes, lift the heels. Tiptoe your hands and your feet to the center of your mat. Land the feet a little bit wider than hips distance. Heels in, toes out, sink the hips. Come into a malasana. Hands come to heart. Couple rocks side to side. So hips and thighs can be super tight in the morning. Just taking a little extra time here to warm them up. And then root through the hands, lift the hips. Wiggle the feet underneath the hips. Interlace the hands at the low back. Lift the chest just a little bit. Take an inhale. And then exhale, generous bend in the knees. Take a forward fold. Keep drawing the fists to the front of the room. Keep hugging the hands in closer together. Might feel nice to sway back and forth. And then releasing the fist at the low back. Hands to the earth, then hands to the shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, sweep your fingertips overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, arms rise. And then exhale, take your fold. Walk yourself out, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, roll the body forward, high plank. Option to keep knees lifted, or you can lower them. Bend at the elbows, squeeze the triceps into the upper body. Lower all the way down onto the belly. Roll onto the tops of the feet. Squeeze the squeeze the upper arms together. Peel the heart off the mat. Come into your baby cobra. Exhale to lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. This time, take the fingertips out, about shoulders width, about a foot to either side, lifting the chest, so just a little bit deeper of a back bend. Think about bending from the upper back, so if there's any pinching in the low back, backing out of this. One more round of breath here, opening up the front line of the body, and then lower. Take the left forearm, cross it parallel to the front of the mat. Bend the right knee. Right hand will grab for the top of the right foot. Come into a quad stretch. Gaze can shift over the back shoulder. Releasing the foot, switching the arms. Right arm parallel to the front of the room. Left knee bends, left hand can grab for the top of the foot. Releasing the foot, plant the hands next to the side body. Tuck the toes, engage the core, press yourself up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full round of breath in. Full round of breath out. Take an inhale. Exhale. One more full breath in. Exhale. Next inhale, right heel rises. Bend, or actually keep the legs straight. We're gonna open the hip just to start. Feel your right hand getting lighter so much that you come onto your right fingertips. And then start to bend the right knee, gaze underneath your left armpit. You can either stay here if you want to work a little bit more balance, a little bit more strength. Maybe the right arm starts to reach for the right foot. Ooh. And then lowering back through center. This time lift the left heel. Keep the leg straight, but opening up the hips, so stack the hips. And then start to come onto the left fingertips. And again, either stay here or maybe reach back with the left hand to touch the left foot. I am a little bit unstable this morning. And then lowering down into your downward facing dog, pedal up the feet. Lift the right heel. Roll forward to a high plank, hug the knee to the nose. Holding here. Keep pressing the ground away. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, hug the knee to nose, roll to high plank. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, hug the knee to the nose, pause. Then lower the right knee down to the right wrist. Lower the back knee and tuck the toes. So we're in an active half pigeon here. We're going to stay upright for this variation. You can take the right hand to the right thigh. Left hand can come to the left outer hip. And then press. Feel the opening in the left hip flexor, the right outer hip. And then draw the fingertips behind the hips. Press the heart forward, maybe the gaze shifts up. Walk the hands forward. Tuck the left toes, lift the right leg, bend the knee, stack the hips. Here you can draw a couple of knee circles. And then we'll meet in our downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel rises. Draw the left knee to the nose, high plank. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose, squeeze the heel to the glutes as high as you can. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, hug the knee to the nose, pause. And then lower the shin down, so left knee should kind of touch the left wrist. Lower the right knee and tuck the toes. And again, staying here upright. Press the left hand on the left thigh. Right hand can come to the right hip, adding a little bit of pressure here. Find a steady breath. And then fingertips will come behind the hips. Shine the heart forward, roll the shoulders down the back, maybe a little back bend from the upper back. And then releasing out of this, plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the back toes, three-legged dog, bend the knees, stack the hips. Option for a little bit of counter movement here. And then downward facing dog. Next, inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step, hop, float, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, take a fold. Root to rise, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. This time, sink your hips, Utkatasana into your pose. Holding here for a couple rounds of breath. Weight shifts to the heels. Toes might start to lift. Sink a little deeper. Take an inhale. Exhaling to soften. Inhale. Next exhale, take a fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, step your way back, high plank. Inhale, shifts you forward. Exhale, try lowering halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog if you're ready. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Right heel rises. Step the foot between the hands. Left heel lowers. On your next inhale, fingertips rise. Warrior one pose. So the hips don't have to be super squared, but think about drawing right hip back, left hip forward. Couple rounds of breath here, just to find your foundation. Deep inhale. Next exhale, plant the hands to frame the front foot, step your way back, high plank. Your choice for chaturanga, option to float the right toes. Left heel rises. Step the foot next to the left thumb. Right heel lowers, heel to heel alignment. Sweep the arms overhead, warrior one. Again, think about drawing left hip back, right hip forward. Hips don't have to be perfectly square. Sometimes your body's just not made to be like that. So really just feeling the energy from the right heel all the way out past or on the back of the right leg, all the way out through the fingertips. Steady breath. Energize through the fingers. Next, exhale, plant the palm. Step your way back, your journey through chaturanga, or head to your downward facing dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, step, hop, float. Top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Root to rise. Sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands to heart. Sink your hips, Utkatasana. Sink a little deeper. Take another inhale. Exhale to your fold. Halfway lift. Exhale carries you through your chaturanga or head straight to down dog. Lift the right heel. Step the foot next to the right thumb, warrior one, breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Left heel lifts. Step the foot next to the left thumb. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, lowers you. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, step up, float. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, sink the hips, Utkatasana. Exhale, come up to standing. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale to your fold. Halfway lift. Your journey through chaturanga, meeting in downward facing dog. Right heel lifts. Step the foot through. Warrior one. Exhale, your flow. So taking this up a notch. One breath per movement. Left heel rises, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Lift the heels. Exhale, step up, float top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale to float. Sink the hips, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, come up to standing. Inhale, chair. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart this time. Take an inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, twist to the right side. Pausing here, a couple rounds of breath. Take a look down, make sure the left knee is not peeping forward, sneaking forward in front of the right. Try stacking the elbows. Inhale through center, keep the hips low. Exhale, twist to the left side. So warming up the spine here. Inhale, release the hands through center, sink the hips. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your palms, step your way back, chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Right heel rises. Step the foot between the hands. Land the back heel so you're in heel to arch alignment. Windmill the arms up. Warrior two pose. Sink into the front knee. Think about pressing the right knee over to the right side so that will externally rotate your inner thighs. Ujjayi breath here. Keep the lips sealed. Breathe in and out of the nose. Breath comes from the back of the throat. Next inhale, release, reverse your triangle pose. And then arms come out to a T. Back foot might need to wiggle in a little bit. Shift the hips back, reach the right fingertips as far forward as you can. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Lift the left fingertips to the sky. If you'd like a little bit more, float the bottom hand. Next inhale, reverse your warrior. Sink into the front knee. This time use the core, keep the legs as they are. Take this into your side angle pose. Utthita Parsvakonasana. So you can draw the elbow to inner thigh, maybe hand to floor if your right side of your chest is, or side body is elevated. Pivot the left baby finger, your pinky finger, to create space in the shoulder and your neck. Plant the hands to frame the front foot. Shift the weight forward. Take a standing splits, top of the mat. Lift the left heel to the top of the room. Step the left foot next to the right. Sink your hips. Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, holding through center. Exhale, take a fold. Root to rise, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, create length. Exhale, this time twist to the left side, holding here. Take a full inhale. Exhale, come back through center, hips are low. Take an inhale. Exhaling to twist right. I know it's burning. My quads are on fire as well. One more inhale here. Exhale, come through center, release the arms up. Next, exhale, take a fold. Halfway lift. Plant your palms, step or hop chaturanga, or head to your down dog. Lift the left heel. Step the foot next to the left thumb. Heel to arch alignment, land the back heel. Windmill the arms up. Warrior two pose. Find your foundation. Biceps next to the ears. Or sorry, not biceps next to the ears. Arms are out to a T. Soft face, soft focus. Sink a little deeper in the front leg. Next, inhale, release the front leg, tilt the body back, reverse your triangle. Arms come back out to the horizon. Shift the hips back a little. And then reach as far forward as you can and then land in your triangle pose. Option to float the bottom hand. Steady breath here. Use the core to reverse your warrior. Left knee takes a deep bend. And then keep the legs as they are, just moving from the core. Moving into side angle pose. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Reach the right hand forward. Roll the shoulder down the back. So creating that space again in the shoulder area. Avoiding any crunching, shoulder to the ear. One more inhale. Exhale, plant the hands to frame the left foot. Shift the weight to the left foot. Lift the right heel. Take a standing split. Land the right foot next to the left. Sink your hips. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale here. Exhale again, twist to the left side. One breath here. Exhale through center. Inhale. Exhaling, twist right. Take a deep inhale. Exhale through center. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Sink your hips, Utkatasana and chair pose, adding on to this sequence. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a twist over to the right side. Option to stay here, maybe opening up the arms for a beat. Coming back through center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Detoxing the body, twist left. Option to stay here, open up the arms. Inhaling through center. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga or downward facing dog. Lift the right heel. Step the foot between the hands. Warrior two on your breath in. Exhale to settle. Reverse your triangle, release the front leg. Next exhale takes you through center. Hip shift back right away, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reversing your warrior, right knee takes a deep bend. Taking this into your side angle variation. Option to work half or full bind if you're ready for it. Next exhale, plant the hands around the front foot. Standing splits. Then this time, keep the right hand about a couple inches in front of the right toes and add a diagonal, a little bit the outside of the right pinky toe. And take the left hand to the left hip. Start to stack the left hip on top of the right. Taking this into your Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose. Left fingertips might rise. Couple variations here. You can take the right hand to the heart. Maybe just try floating the right fingertips. If you'd like to take this into sugar cane, you can take the left foot into your left hand and open out here. Wherever you're at, one more round of breath. And then releasing the foot if it was there. Plant both of the hands. Then slide your left knee behind the standing knee. Come down to seated. Inhale, arms will rise. Exhale, catch the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Right hand behind the hips, taking a twist. Release the hands to frame the front foot. Gracefully step the left foot back so all 10 toes are forward. Draw the hands to the heart. Take an inhale here. Exhale, take a little twist to the right side. So we're really bringing out the spine. You might be sweating a ton. I am, but that's what happens when we work on a lot of twists. It's really a super detoxifying practice. Plant the hands to frame the front foot. Step the left foot to meet the right. Sink the hips, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, draw the hands to heart. Inhale here. Exhale, take your twist. Through center, breath in. Sink the hips a little lower. Twist left. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Root to rise, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, draw the hands to your heart. Taking this on one more side, on the left. Sink your hips. Hands to heart, full breath in. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, option here to keep the arms together, or you can widen them. Hands through heart center, sink. Exhale, twist to the right, maybe opening up your wings. Inhale through center, reach the fingertips forward. Exhale, take your fold. Halfway lift. Plant the palms. Exhale, carries you through your chaturanga. Lift the left heel. Step the foot so next to the left thumb. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale to settle. Reverse your triangle, stretching out. And then take this right away into your Trikonasana. Inhale, reversing your warrior. Exhale takes you into your side angle. Option to work a half or full bind here. Keep hugging the inner thighs. So if you look up at me, avoiding sticking out your booty, squeeze the inner thighs together. Sucking everything to the midline, the center of your body, center of your mat. Releasing wherever you're at. Plant the hands to frame the front foot. Standing splits. And then taking this into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Left hand comes up and out from the left pinky toe. Right hand can draw to the hip. Start to peel the right hip open to stack on top of the left hip. Right fingertips might float to the top of the room. The right foot flexed. Stay light on the left fingers. Option to stay here. Maybe take the right foot in the right hand, taking sugar cane pose. Stay rooted through the left big toe. Stay light on the fingertips. Option to stay here. Maybe grab or lift the left fingertips. Maybe they come to your heart. Releasing wherever you're at, standing splits for a beat. Then hug and slide the right knee behind the left leg. Come down to seated. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, take your twist over to the left side. Releasing the hands to frame the front foot. Carefully step the right toes back, so all 10 toes forward. Left knee is bent. Draw the hands to your heart, hovering the torso. Take an inhale. Exhale, one last little twist in our standing sequence to the left. And step the left foot or the right foot to meet the left, twisting to the left side. Inhale takes you through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale through center, arms reach forward. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Root to rise, sweeping the arms overhead. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Sink your hips, Utkatasana chair pose. Then shifting the weight to the toes, lift the heels, keep sinking, sinking, sinking deeper. All the way down. And then come to your glutes, Navasana boat pose. Knees can be bent or you can lengthen them out in front. Couple options here. I'm going to work on taking a little twist. So your left leg can lower onto the ground. Maybe the right leg stays lifted. Left hand can come to the outside of the right foot. Right fingertips to the back of the room. So spine should be pretty warm by now. If you'd like to take this further, maybe grab both feet with the hands a little bit more intense. I'm having a little bit difficult time keeping my legs straight. Releasing through center. Taking this on the opposite side, right hand can grab for the outside of the left foot, or maybe grab for both of the feet. Might play to your advantage if you have super long limbs like me. I think something that's not talked about a ton in yoga classes is false positives. I think that's what it's called. But you might think I have super open hamstrings, but in reality, I have just super long arms that can touch my feet. Come back to center, plant the feet, lengthen the legs, sweep the arms overhead, and then exhale, take a fold forward. Rolling the spine up. Keep the left leg where it is. Right knee will stack on top of left. So you can stay here if this is enough on the outer hips. If you'd like to take this into Gomukhasana legs, you can bend the left knee. So hug the heel to the right glute. And stay on fingertips. If you'd like to fold forward, crawl the fingertips forward. Walk yourself back up, switch out the legs. Right leg comes long first. And then hug the left knee and then cross it over the right. Again, either stay here if this is a good enough stretch for you, or you can bend the right knee. Try keeping the knees stacked on top of one another. Keeping both heel or both hips rooted down. Stay here upright. Again, melt the heart over the knees. Come back upright. Release the legs out in front of you. Taking Navasana one more time, but we're going to take our peace fingers to our big toes. And then try lengthening the legs out in front. Holding here, keep the chest lifted, keep the core active. You can stay here, or if you want to widen your legs, coming into a little bit more inner thigh opening. And releasing the legs through center. Sweep the arms up. Then round through the back, tuck the chin, lower all the way down onto your back. Hug the knees in once you arrive. And then we'll cross the right ankle over the left. Come into a little supine figure four. And then we'll lift the hips off to the right side. Lower the legs to the left. Gaze can shift over the right shoulder if it's okay on the neck. Knees come through center. Switch out the legs, so left heel, left ankle crosses over the right thigh. Take this into a figure four for a moment. And then lift the hips off to the left. Let the legs fall to the right. Gaze can shift over the left shoulder. Hug the knees to the chest. Give yourself one last big squeeze here. And then taking up space on your mat, lengthening out the legs in front of you. Hands rest alongside your hips. Closing the eyes once you arrive. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth. Let everything out. Staying in your final resting pose for as long as your body your morning allows for you to stay here, fully soaking in your surroundings, this moment. The birds chirping outside, maybe the sun on your face, maybe a breeze on your skin. You don't have anywhere to go right here, right now, so letting the full body relax. Let the jaw fall apart. Wiggle the jaw side to side. Go of any expectations you had for your practice today and going forth for the rest of your day. When you're ready, intuitively guiding yourself out of your practice, but for now, just soaking up these moments for yourself. Namaste.